This isn't the welcome people expect when arriving to check in at Hong Kong Airport. For the second time in 3 weeks, anti-government protesters tried to block access to one of the busiest terminals in the world. In some areas, they succeeded, confusing and worrying travellers.
And we cannot go back to the place where we wanted to go. And the people are afraid because of what's happening here.
A court order's in place designed to prevent protesters coming anywhere near here. It clearly didn't work. That legal action was taken after their last raid on the airport, which saw people camp inside the terminal for several days.
Hong Kong Airport is very important to the economy. We chose here to try to paralyse it and make our point. Instead of randomly picking a street to occupy, it's much better to come here.
This time, the sight of the police moving in was enough to force a retreat for most. Those not quick enough were arrested. In the end, the protesters' stay at the airport was a relatively brief one, but again they proved they can strike at what they say is a soft target before the police moved in to retake the area. Still, it would be a long time before transport began to return to normal, meaning long walks for many travellers. The demonstrators may have moved on, but they weren't done. Seemingly frustrated by the closure of a nearby train station, they vented their anger, leaving it in disarray. As night falls, the protesters fan out to different locations, and the police don't seem to be able to match the agility of those they're trying to chase. And when it's time for a police retreat, loitering protesters and many people living in areas where some of the violence has taken place find their voices again. As the officers leave, they're not cheered as keepers of the peace, instead jeered as the enemy and symbols of a system many here are trying to change. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.